Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special episode where I'm taking the place of Benny because Benny is burnt out. That's Sal. That's Hassan. We're going to be talking about Marvel's Zombies. For those of you that aren't aware, in the first season of Marvel What Ifs, we got the Marvel Zombies episode. It did so well that they ended up turning it into an entire TV show. It's confirmed that the show is going to be rated MA for TV MA mature. And so today we're going to be looking at a little bit about that. Some of the people that were confirmed to be in the show that I wasn't even aware, but now that I look at it, I probably put on an Absolute Comics news list. And then we're going to see some of the cool, gruesome moments. So first off, I wasn't aware of this until I was looking this up. Apparently, Iman Vellani's Miss Marvel, or at least a variation of her Miss Marvel, is going to be the main character in this Marvel Zombies show, to which she has referred to herself as the Frodo of the story.
Makes sense to me. If you're doing a show about Marvel Zombies, you're doing one for two reasons. You're either going the Robert Kirkman route of it's fun and silly and weird and creepy, and it's just every episode's an opportunity to gross out your audience. Or, since it's going to be Disney, they're going after a cure. And Iman Vellani's like Frodo, obviously, she's going to either have the cure or she's immune. Probably that.
Yeah.
Okay, I can
see
it.
The mutant gene makes you immune, so it's like you're bringing out mutants before you're bringing out anybody else. It's her, it's Peter Parker, which
I don't think Spider-Man's in this one.
Did you guys watch season 2 of What If?
Yeah.
Okay, was Spider-Man in that?
Nope.
Damn, he was so. I didn't watch season 2, but I loved season 1. At least the Marvel Zombies episode, because then you have Peter Parker talking about Uncle Ben so candidly, the only time in the MCU he'll ever talk about Uncle Ben.
Yeah,
and it was fun for a lot of reasons. So he's not around anymore.
Him there against the Marvel universe, like it's fun to see, and it was a cool opportunity. But no, he was not in it.
Oh,
he wasn't even referred to.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did use Spider-Man as one of the zombies. I could see I could see this show being them going, okay, who have we wanted to use, but we can't really do it for a legal reason or an actor reason. Let's put them in this where they're just growling.
Yeah.
And we can also change them a little bit so it's not the main version, so we can't get in trouble for any of them.
No, because they wouldn't even put him swinging across the skyline in Falcon Winter Soldier.
That's true.
Oh my God, don't talk about that. But here's the thing, movie rights and TV show rights are different. And I do think Disney
has with animated as well.
Disney owns all of Spider-Man's animated rights. They've always they've owned it ever since they canceled the Perfect Spectacular Spider-Man show. They've owned the rights to it, and they've done nothing valuable with it since then.
That's also true.
Yeah. But no, they have the rights. But the MCU stuff will never get the Spider-Man joy that we so desperately crave. But yeah, there were some cool ideas explored, like Chadwick Boseman as Star-Lord, like that being his last performance. It's a real good episode. It's a real good one to turn back to. So I always look back on that fondly. But Marvel Zombies, I don't know about you guys. I had the zombie fatigue right into it. When society decided that's the genre we loved, I watched one season of The Walking Dead and realized that this is not going to end happy, and I dropped the show altogether. I never looked back but to watch one scene of Glenn dying, and then I was like, good, I'm glad I dropped this dang hell-forsaken show. I don't like zombies. I think it's played out. It's cliche. The Last of Us TV show just did it in a way that I think I kind of enjoyed, but still overall I was like,
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat there. I've never been too much of a zombies guy. Like Walking Dead, that was never in my style just because it really was just entirely shock factor. You knew the people most likely weren't going to die or most likely weren't going to live, and you're just kind of waiting around for them to die, and I never really got super into that. But with the Marvel Zombies, so back in 2022, they did confirm some of the people that are going to be in the show. So I'm going to go through a list of some of the characters real quick because it's interesting. I'm wondering if this was done before or after the I can't remember even what movie it is, the New World Order, where they're bringing in like a full team, because a lot of them are on this. So the people that were pictured were Yelena Belova, Kate Bishop, Jimmy Woo, Shang-Chi, Kamala Khan, Death Dealer. That one came out of nowhere. Red Guardian, and Aquafina's Katie from Shang-Chi.
All right, guys. I will see you on the next episode.
So that's
Yeah, that's less exciting.
It definitely.
I don't want
the image as
Aquafina
well.
in my films, dude. I don't want Aquafina in my films.
Yeah.
I don't need that. That sucks. Nobody enjoyed that. And also, Katie was not an impactful character in Shang-Chi.
No.
Why are also
it's because it's the classic. For some reason, at the end of Marvel Zombies, and I felt this same way with the comics, the people that should not be alive are somehow the ones that are perfectly alive, living in a part of the resistance, while the most powerful individuals have either died or turned into zombies.
Yes. Yeah,
Because
that's it.
That's just the way.
That's it.
That sounds like an interesting story that I'm not interested in watching.
I mean, listen, here, let me put it this. Let me put it another way. We could do this, and then this is how we focus entirely on the second stringers of the MCU. It's through animation and alternate realities.
Okay.
Like for example, one of the fun things about the What If comics is seeing like an alternate version of what happened in a major Marvel storyline. I mean, the way you do that is, in Infinity War, they killed off all the new characters,
right,
and replaced them with the original Avengers, right? The original Avengers got their time to shine. A what if, and I think that was a suggestion, was like, what if it got flipped? And the new characters are the ones who survived, and the old characters are the ones who got snapped out. And it's like, that's an opportunity to see some alternate angle to a thing I like with characters that are not the main characters of the Marvel Universe. With this, we've heard from the CEO that like we're focusing entirely on like what works, what makes money, who brings in box office, and that is going to be Iron Man, Captain America, and and other things like that. If this is how we appease / prioritize our second stringer characters like Aquafina, whose character no one remembers, and or at least could name, and and listen, and we need to make allotments for characters who were breakout awesome cool things like Kate Bishop, then this is the way to do it. I don't want to see Iron Man star in everything, but I will take non-Iron Men in my optional cartoon alternate reality show.
Fair, and that there's no real reason to like put that much weight on it. Yeah. Anyways, like we know that this is probably part of the production cycle of the bygone dead era of MCU. Anyways, we're pushing TV shows because of Bob Chapek and Disney Plus initiative. Now we're going, in reverse now, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, like Marvel Zombies may be the last MCU CG weirdo animation show they make after the success of X-Men 97. Like I bet you they're gonna be like, all right, well, Marvel Zombies is already in production, so that's done. But the next thing in production is like Spider-Man 98. What other cartoons were there? The Fantastic Four 99, and just taking whatever worked 30 years ago and sequelizing it and throwing it at the animation team that was working on the show for the last 2 years.
So I would go through some of the other people that have been confirmed for this. One, these were confirmed in 2022 before some of these other things, but it's funny because you did mention that the not important people. So we've got the 3 other pictures we had was one was a biker gang of Skrulls.
Okay.
I don't like Skrulls. We shit the bed with them.
It gets better. Then we've got all of
the Eternals.
Just right.
Yeah. Okay.
We've got the former Black Widows from the Black Widow movie. All those other ladies.
Oh, yay!
And a zombified Icarus from the Eternals.
That's amazing. That's
you could have gotten Kumail Nanjiani. You could have brought him back. He's a silly guy. He's famous. There's so many jokes to be written in this world.
Dude.
And he is a voice actor, tried and true.
He could be. There's nothing confirmed that he won't be. These were just when they announced it, those were what they showed as the images. There's a good chance those won't even come through because this was before things like Secret Invasion and stuff like that. So they clearly had different expectations.
So let's look at this really quick. So the biker gang of Skrulls, that's our Secret Invasion representation. Another one colossal failure. What's the next one? The second one was the was the Black Widows.
The Black Widows, the
commercial
Black Widows.
from the commercially failed, critically reviled Black Widow movie. And then you have Eternals, which I liked, but I also accept that like I would never make an Eternals 2. So it's the trifecta of Marvel failure. All they need is Kang to show up.
That would be hilarious if a zombified Kang that came back and had like small ants on him.
But they can only use audio.
Kang.
They can only use audio from Jonathan Major's various court hearings and press releases. So it's just like,
yeah.
Oh man,
so,
that sucks.
I will say the fact that it's rated mature and that they've got a zombified Icarus definitely shows they're going to get violent. So I'm going to use that as the segue into some of the most horrific things that Marvel Zombies has done. This is a list from CBR, and I want to see what you guys think, whether or not we'll get something like it, if it's
too graphic
too
for
much,
Disney Plus.
too little, or whatever we think. So the first one was just the classic Magneto is eaten.
Yes.
So yeah, basically Thor and Hulk kind of rip him apart and eat him.
I think we're going to see that. I think that's an
totally
easy thing
fine.
to do. Yeah, ripping people apart and eating them, we could do that.
Ian McKellen reprising his role, obviously. Michael Fassbender's too busy.
Honestly, with most of these, it really is most of them are just, okay, this person eats this person. So I think it's kind of an interesting one because I feel like they are going to go with the fans and go, who did people like? Who did they not like?
Mhm.
Let's imply it's the one they don't like getting eaten.
Yeah.
I hope they can build genuine attachment through this series. I think the thing with What If that's so like it's hard to care. It's just we're bouncing from places of people we have like a vague background of their history, but they are deliberately being disconnected from that history in a way that's like, I don't care if you get eaten, dude. Magneto getting eaten in a side project means nothing to me. Magneto getting eaten in the real world doesn't mean anything to me.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's totally fair.
Yeah. So the next one on the list, this one's a little bit more, it's another eating one. It's Hank Pym eats T'Challa's leg as a snack.
We did that.
Did they do that in the first?
Yeah, T'Challa shows back up at the end of Marvel Zombies with a missing leg. Like, no, I think Vision fed Wanda Zombie the leg, but the leg was eaten by Black Panther's leg was eaten.
I didn't remember that. Okay, so that's a cool little Easter egg. So we've already seen some of this stuff put in there. And for the record, I do believe that the series is going to be taking place directly after the What If episode.
That's great. I'm pretty sure not explain where Spider-Man went.
Exactly. We've got the Avengers eat Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer will not be in this show.
Yeah, no. That one's unlikely. The next one, Galactus Feast.
No.
As it turns out, everyone's just eating Galactus.
That's a great thing. That's
very
really that sets up like the future of that franchise, but like we're not getting any Fox stuff.
That's one that, if anything, it would be the end of the series of like they're off world. Where do they go? They go and eat Galactus. What's next?
If Icarus is going to be in this, they'll replace Galactus with the Celestial.
Ooh,
that comes out of the Earth.
That's smart.
They eat the Celestial. Like they're
oh my gosh, that would be great if they have a scene of the hand and just like parts of it have been
like they're just eating it from inside out.
And then they'll finally answer, where's the hand?
That's what I'm
saying. My God, I care so much. Where's the hand in the MCU? It's ruining all my movies. I go to a Marvel movie, where's the hand? Where's the hand?
Why won't they acknowledge it? And it's like, A, it happened on the top of the Earth. B, nobody cares. And C, nobody saw the movie.
Sal, I think we should both get off of comic book Twitter forever. I think it's absolutely making us angrier men.
Yeah.
These people suck.
The funny thing with the hand is when you really think about it, everyone's like, what? Why is no one caring about the hand? It's like, because there's plenty of other stuff in the world that's happening and no one cares about that either. So
apparently, supposedly vampires exist.
It's more
okay, so this one, so in the comics, Hulk, all of them have eaten pretty much everything. Hulk, Thanos, and Iron Man are arguing, and Hulk smashes Thanos' head with a classic clap. I hope we see this.
That's a staple of the series, is to kill Thanos immediately, like in a few seconds.
Both that as well as we need to see Hulk in the most powerful, he's just going to kill everyone way. Otherwise, it's not realistic. Obviously, it's not realistic.
No,
but
yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah. I'll be honest though, going through all of these, it's all of them are going to be in there because it's all just different people eating other people. We've got Black Panther and Wasp share a meal.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
We've got the Hank Pym's Human Farm.
I'm not familiar with that one.
So I'll read with this one. Hank Pym becomes the leader of the zombies and becomes consumed by his hunger. Upon returning to Earth, Hank realizes that the surviving humans can be bred to act as an unlimited source of food.
That's too much for them to do. But wasn't he the villain of What If Zombies? Hank Pym?
He was a villain in one of them where he betrays the Avengers and kills all of them.
Okay, I thought in the MCU show he was evil in that. Unless I'm crazy.
He in one of the MCU shows, one of the What If episodes, he was a bad guy. Like he betrays the everybody. Like all the Avengers are dying.
He becomes Yellow Jacket or something too. Yeah.
Yes, he does.
The final one that we're not going to get, sadly, but I'm glad they put it on the end of the list, was Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six. And that's because
Spider-Man was in this show and they wrote him right out. Now that'd be amazing. It'd be amazing to see that, especially if you could do a Spider-Man cartoon show from Disney. It's like, put all the Sinister Six in there. Why not?
This seems like one that if they don't show Spider-Man, it seems like one where we'll kind of like the T'Challa showing up without a leg. We'll see like in the background, the Sinister Six has been killed in the way that they did in the comics.
Yes, so. I think so.
But anyway, I think that kind of brings us to the end. Unfortunately, the list of most horrifying things, all of them are perfectly possible. And
oh yeah,
the only one I'm hesitant on is Hank Pym and the Human Farm.
Ugh.
That one feels like they'll imply it and not anything further than that. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Let us know what you think. Are you excited for the Marvel Zombies TV show? Are you excited for What If Season 3? Let us know in the comments down below. That is Sal. You can check him out at Comic Pop or Comic Pop Returns. That's Hassan. You can check him out at Hassan Kader on YouTube, I think. Hassan.Kader.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
You got it. Both things.
Perfect.
2 channels.
Thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll see you all next time.